Hey guys, so I'm back in the Element today, and I wanted to give you guys a tour today of my no build Honda Element camper build. And the idea behind this build was that it was going to be a really easy no build. So everything I have in here, minus a little something I'll explain in a second, but everything here is really easy to store. These tubs, you just put it away, and you put the seats back in, and it easily transforms to and from a passenger car and back to the camper. So let's take a look at it today. All right, first, so when you come in, there's plenty of room right here to step in to the bed. And then you have some space right here before your feet gets crunched up over here, but there's a good spot right here for you to stretch out a little bit and do what you got to do. All right, so probably the most important thing to every camper is having a bed. You got to have somewhere to sleep, and everything else is fun and dandy, but you got to have a place to sleep at night. And this bed is super easy, and let me show you. You just lay down, and you got yourself a very comfortable bed, and you could sleep from this side too, depending on whatever slope you might be on. So there's definitely room for that. So let me show you how I made it. Okay, so for the bed, what I have is, let me move this blanket. It's just an exercise mat that you can get on Amazon, and I had to do a little bit of trimming on this side because of the refrigerator that I have. So I just took out the cushion in that spot. But you can see this bed folds up and puts away really nicely. So when you don't want to use it as a camper, you could just store it really easy. But I just had these bins. There's actually two sizes. There's a bigger one and a smaller one, and you see now there's a little indentation. There's a cover, so I have just some some foam, and here I have an old towel that I cut up to fill in this little lip right there. So that's just a little bit of a lip. It's not a big one. So basically, it helps level out the bed a little bit. But these bins double up as storage. You can see there is a ton of storage all the way there. Throughout the whole bed, there's a ton of storage. This is one of the storage bins that I have. And let me show you how it closes up. So when you're not in camping mode and you want to pack it up, bin store like that. And this other one's a little bit smaller because I have a little hump right there. So, but it works basically the same way. But this one goes like this. The lid doesn't come off it completely. It just slides off and goes over like that. But it does close the same way. And it stores like that too. So when you're not in camping mode, you could really put away your bed super easy, and it does not take up a lot of storage space at all. And then you're back again in bed mode, and you can see I have 5 bins total. And again, this smaller size one has to go here because it's a more narrow spot right here. Chair pushes forward, and it should fit a person up to 6 feet tall, maybe 6'2" even. Um, so there's plenty of room, and there's definitely plenty of storage, and it's super easy, on and off, super easy. You're easily back in bed mode. So over here is the one and only thing that I did a little bit of building, but you don't have to. You could just have the refrigerator sit right here. This is a armrest refrigerator, and I could just access it like this, no problem. But let me show you the little part that I built. But again, you don't need to build. All right, so here's my armrest refrigerator. It's got a cup holder too, and it's got some USB ports. So that's real nice and handy. It's by Bodega Cooler, and you can see it's really nice and deep, and it fits right in the center between my two chairs. It doesn't my element didn't come with a center console, so this actually works out really nice. But what I did was I did build a platform for it to sit. You don't have to build that platform. You could just put it there and put it on top of the stuff. And I actually even built a little drawer too um, for this. But since we're just talking about a no-build camper today, you guys don't get to see that because that requires building. And if you want to sleep there, your head is there and your shoulders are here. So this really doesn't get in the way. If you want to sleep on that end, it actually works out a little bit better because there's a little more room on that end. But either way, there should be a good amount of room for you to sleep pretty well. Right, so over here, when we first come in, you'll see I have a power station right here. This is an All Powers R1500 power station. This is a 1800 watt system, so it's really powerful. But you can see it's not that big. It fits behind this chair. It's got some rechargeable pads on top. But nice thing about this combo that I got is that it has solar panels. So you can plug this into your cigarette lighter and have it charged while you're running, and your alternator can charge it. It just fits right back there just like that. But when you get to your campsite, you just come over here and grab this solar panel right here, and this is a 200-watt solar panel. It's got a nice handle, so let's set it up as if we were at the campsite. And it folds out real easy like that, and you got 200 watts of recharging power. You just plug it into your power station back there, and you got more power than you'll probably use your whole trip. And when you're done, you want to pack it away and store it. That's it. That really helps your no-build camper build. All right, up next, I have the kitchen kit. And this is an old toolbox that I repurposed. I don't use it anymore. I upgraded toolboxes, so I had this old one, but I figured I could use this as my no-build kitchen kit. Let me show you. I was able to repurpose this, but it makes a great kitchen kit. You open this thing up, and I got these small burners right here by Mordoum, but they're, they're small, but the canister, if you put in the canister, it won't fit inside there. But I have a solution for that. These cutting boards, they double as a cutting board and also a platform. So when you're done using it as a cutting board, put it up here like that, up here like that. And these canisters, this butane, will now fit nicely right there. Lock it in, and you got yourself a burner. And you got yourself a wind blocker in the back also. Turn that off. Put this up. Now down here, you got your cooking pots, and they fit in there perfectly. And I got some nestled pots too. So if you need some different sizes and things like that, this is like a backpacking kit, which actually works really nice for this scenario because it all sits in. Of course, you need two butanes if you got two burners. I got a coffee grinder. Yes, it's a coffee grinder. It's a real handy little sucker. Just do that and you grind yourself some coffee. That goes there. Let me put that away. This is where the cutting boards go. Right here, I have my spice racks. So if you have spices, it actually fits right here when it's laid down. Plates, napkins, knife, spatulas. So you put the bigger items right here. Okay, let's put this in. Here I got spoons, forks, knives, chopsticks, lighter, can opener, tongs. So basically everything you need to cook and to cook well. And when you're done, everything packs away really nicely. There. Put that, and you can see there's still more room. You can add other things too. There's a little more space for extra items if you want to throw in some more stuff. It's certainly not fully loaded yet, but it's still very functional. No build at all. All you have to do is just get a old toolbox and it fits right there just like that. Nice and easy. All right, so next up, let's look behind that toolbox and we'll pull that out. All right, so in here I have my utility box, and it's just a cardboard box. It's from an old thing that we got, but again, everything in here has to be no build. So the lighting in here, this is of course a flashlight, but it's also a a light that I could keep in here in the car, and it's bright right now. You can't see it, but this will light up the car no problem. It's plenty of light. And you can even go dimmer too if you want. Turn off that. So there's two lights, but anyways, plenty of light to light up this car in addition to being a flashlight. And you could set it down like that. So what I have here is my oil drain sink, and if you haven't seen a previous video where I showed the oil drain sink, you could click the link up there. All right, just flip the camera around just so that you could see it better. But here I have my faucet and my water container. Again, you could see how easy it would be to pack everything up and put things away and bring it back to car mode. So there's a little reservoir here, so it'll act as my sink and it'll funnel everything in. So you see that? Oops. Got to open up the drain. It's I don't have a whole lot of water in there. That's why it's shooting out some air too. There we go. But you can see, you can brush your teeth, wash your face, whatever, pretty well. Um, and when you're all done, what you can do is you just cap it up, and then you pour out the water whenever you get a chance. So this is my oil drain sink. Here, look to see what else I have in here. This is kind of what it looks like. It's something that I actually never ever want to use, but I just keep it around for emergency purposes. So, but it opens up like that, and you just put down the base. And you can You see that? It holds its shape really well. Put on the seat, and you could do what you need to do with the plastic bag. You put a plastic bag over that and seal it up after you're done. Um, uh, you guys know what this is. And if you're a female camper, you could actually use this together and maybe even, I don't know. I never did it. I don't have any practice. I don't know if you could do something like that. If you're a female, maybe you could comment if something like that will work. Uh, I don't have that problem. I just use this. But all that fits into this box, and all that puts away really nicely. So everything's in there. Get flashlight back in, and there. You could store that anytime, bring it out anytime, no problem. All right, so all this stuff is inside the car. Just one last thing. If the storage bins underneath here are too small for what you're carrying, I got big storage up there. All right, so this is my cargo tray, and it is 84 inches, and it covers pretty much the whole element. It's pretty big. And again, like most things I have, it's a budget tray, but you can see it holds a lot of stuff. It's by Nightlight. So all my fishing gear and bigger things would all go up there. All the smaller gears go inside. All right, so that's the tour of my no-build element camper. You could see it's really easy. Uh, I have plenty of power. I have plenty of cooking supplies. I got bathroom supplies. I even got a refrigerator. I got a bed that actually will fit a pretty tall person. There's even a nice backrest. So if you want to browse your iPad or something before you go to sleep at night, you could sit up, browse your iPad, grab a drink from your refrigerator. It's actually quite comfortable. It amazes me how much room uh, is in the back of these little Honda Elements. It's just so spacious. But that's the end of my no-build camper, and you guys know I'm gonna have some built versions too. So stay tuned and check those out too. And since I didn't spend a lot of time setting up the camper, I spend more time for milling time.